And welcome back to the channel, the Red Bird Shed. I'd like to start by wishing everybody around the world, all my followers, a happy Christmas and a prosperous and successful new year and breeding season for next year. Not a lot's gone off since the last video, to be honest. It's very quiet, I suppose, like most people in the shed this time of year. I keep following everybody who've been to all the shows and watching their success. It's nice to see some of the younger guys coming along doing really well. Congratulations to them. So what's gone off then? Not a lot. I have lost one of my better hens as normal. Nothing wrong. You don't think you're going to lose them, but this time of year you never know what's going to happen. Came out in the morning. A lot of blood all over the place. I thought, blimey, where's all this blood coming from? So I checked the birds out. Couldn't see any bird with any blood on it. So I went out the bird room, came back an hour or so later. There was the hen dead on the floor. Don't know what happened, whether it had a fright in the night and one of the feathers, wing feathers got torn out or whatever and opened a vein. There was so much blood. You'd think it's someone who cut its throat. But yeah, so I lost that one. I have let one or two others go. Most of them I've still kept, which is because I only keep a small amount of birds. It's something I can do because I like to do my final selection in January or February when I know for certain if they're a cock or a hen, because it's so easy to get it wrong. And I don't know how you guys who breed loads and loads of birds manage to sort them so early, because I'm sure, you're bound to get some of them wrong. It's not easy. It's all right if they're a known bird, the flighted birds, it's easy to obviously sort then. But some of the younger birds, not so. But because I only keep around 5 pairs for the breeding season, it's an easy enough task. So yeah, so that's all that's gone off in there. What else is it? This time of year, what do I do? Well, avian form gold. Once every couple of weeks or once every week, I give that in the drinking water just to give them a bit of extra vitamins. Other than that, they're just on normal or good quality seed, countrywide in my case. I don't give them once every week or a couple of weeks. I give them a bit of a treat of some conditioning seed. Other than that, they just have to get on with their daily lives. I come in the morning, do the usual routine, and then I don't check them again till just before dusk. I don't have much of a problem with frozen drinkers in here. I think I've only had it once. Mainly because when I fitted the shed out, I made sure it was really well double insulated, and it's always 3 or 4 degrees or more higher than the temperature inside the shed, so the drinkers don't freeze. And also putting that gold in the water seems to help the water not freezing. I think 1 or 2 people have mentioned that. So yeah, well worth using that. Other than that, I give them some of this about once every couple of weeks. It's a respiratory aid, but if one of the birds looks like it's gaping a little bit, you can give it as a routine drink anyway. So you just mix a little bit in your water. It smells quite nice. So if I see one of the birds gaping a bit, I give it some of that. Give them all it, treat them all. And then also every couple of weeks, I give them a dose of that, which is a natural antibiotic. You can give it on a routine treatment anyway. It doesn't matter, it's not going to hurt the birds. And so if I see one who's looking a bit puffed up, just in case there's anything wrong, I treat all the birds just for a day. Just put it in the water for a day, and that's it. So yeah, anyone who's going to the all colour show this weekend at Martfield in Leicester, I'll probably see people there. I'll nip in on the Sunday, even though I'm not showing any birds. I always like to give the shows some support. And also it's good to go and, if you're not showing, it's nice to go and see some of the cracking birds which other breeders have bred. Go along, have a chat with people. If you're looking for surplus birds, these are the guys who are going to have the quality to buy your birds from, you know. And also, as I say, it's nice to meet up. And this time it's only in Martfield, so it's only 20 minutes down the road for me, so which is nice, really. I'm not having to travel to Birmingham or any Sutton Coldfield or wherever it was before the last few years. So yeah, nice and easy. Nice to catch up with some of the people. And yeah, so yeah. Right, I'll show you the birds, what I've got still. And other than that, everyone have a good one, and I'll see you either at the All Colour Show or talk to you next year. Thanks for watching. And oh yeah, don't forget, you know, subscribe please if you can. It doesn't cost anything, just helps the channel move along. Anyway, thanks a lot for listening. Bye for now. Well, here we go. At the top we've got 5 cockbirds. These are the ones at the minute I've decided to use for next year. There's 2 unflighted birds which are bred this year. There's one which is one nearest to us here. He's a flighted, it's one I bred from the year before. And then there's 2 cockbirds here. These both came from Phil Rahid from last year, so they're flighted. So 2 nice birds there. All of them have got good colour, nice big birds. So they're the cockbirds I'm thinking of using. Things might change. Here are some of the hens, well, all of the hens. There's flighted and unflighted in here. Some of them, the ones are bred this year. Others are flighted from the year before. I always find that, I don't know, the ones that were bred last year, even though they're getting plenty of calcium and plenty of stuff within there, you know, the vitamins, they don't seem to come through the winter as good as the young birds, the unflighted. They always seem a little bit quieter and a bit puffed up. The unflighted birds are always very busy, flying around, pecking around. The others just seem to mope about. You can see like the one down there, just a little bit, and one there, just a little bit more. I don't know. Don't seem to come through the winter so well. That's why I never let go any of the birds until the winter has started to pass through, especially hens, because you know you can lose 1 or 2, and I've done this before where I've ended the breeding season like now. I've let go of quite a few birds only to find out I've got me hens and cocks. Some of them were the wrong way round, and I haven't, or lost some in the winter, and I haven't got enough birds for the breeding season. Then you're out trying to find people who have got spare hens, and trouble is, you know, breeders will not let go of their hens going into the breeding season, because they obviously think they might have problems. So you know, they'll only probably let go of an older hen, which normally don't do any good. So you're best to hang on to your hens. These are spare cockbirds as it stands at the minute. Some flighted, well, so three unflighted and 2 flighted. These are the ones who I probably will be moving on. I might end up swapping 1 or 2 around. I don't know yet. I mean, there's one in here which was in with the cockbirds for 4 or 5 weeks, and when all the other cockbirds have been singing, it wasn't. I had seen it sing very quietly, but say I've had hens that sing really, really well. So, you know, I kept watching it, and while the other cockbirds were having a peck at each other and showed a little bit of aggression, not much at this time of year, but this one was just pecking around quietly on the floor. The other ones were singing, so I thought it's probably a hen. It was quite a bit smaller than the other cockbirds, so I've moved it down with the hens, and I'll be keeping an eye on it. So it's elimination over a period of time. I just take my time, come in here sometimes, sit down in a chair, especially when the sun's out. If the sun's out, you'll see them start to kick into action. They start to sing, and the cockbirds are singing really quite loud now at this time of year. When the sun's out, it's a really dull day today, so they're not the odd one you can hear, I think, singing, but they really normally one starts and all the rest join in, especially if you've got to put the radio on as well. That usually kicks them into action. So yeah, that's not a lot to show you this time of year. That's as it stands at the minute. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.